You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. Can't wait to see the look on that Rube Kerr's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful. Wow, I was expecting shady. Let's just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking. Why? Why are you doing all this?
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
Family. Hey guys, TheElusiveMad here, and we're back with more Beacon Pines. We just got into a grand secret lair. We found a document from my dad, Walter, talking about some of the patients that he had after the foul harvest? I think it was before the foul harvest and people dying. And he said that he was going to take matters into his own hands, and he's no longer here. So what is happening?
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
Cool, this looks like a treasure map. Not every old map is a treasure map, Rollo. Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. Can't fault that logic. Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance to town. And if we follow it...
carefully traced the path with his finger.
Where does it go? It leads right to...
He jabbed down at the end point.
Town Square. That's the fountain in the middle of town. What a weird place to hide treasure. Well, it doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on the map has the same symbol as those explosives over there. So it's not hiding treasure? Real bummer. Rollo, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month? The festival! Did you just say gulp? It feels like a gulp kind of situation. Everyone will be gathered near the center of town. She's gonna blow up the festival? Not if we stop her. Oh no. What was that?
Luca looked up from the map.
Oh no. What was that? No, I heard it too. That was the front door. Which means someone just shut the door. Which means someone's upstairs. Shh, quiet. Hit the lights.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark. Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps.
I don't know if the cabinet closed behind us.
The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall.
The Gran?
Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence.
Oh?
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Anybody down there?
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump.
Yoo-hoo!
Thump.
I'm not here to hurt anyone.
Thump.
I'm just here to help. Just...
At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
Huh? Guess it's nothing.
Lolo shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth.
Rollo, don't.
It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway.
Rollo, stop. Please don't do it.
He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Please don't do it. Flaming chicken coop!
With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Rollo? Mysterious creepy man? Anyone there?
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Well, I don't know if I had it in me. There was only one way to find out. Holy crap, Willow, that was awesome. Wait, you just killed that person?
Luca scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
You sure clobbered him good, huh, Rollo? He's knocked out cold.
As Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rollo both gasped in stereo.
Mr. Tolver?
Chapter 7.
Oh, geez. Okay.
The interrogation of Hiram Tolliver. Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go.
Of course, it'd be the people I delivered Gem to.
They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
They run the classic good cop. Oh. We're gonna do good cop, chill cop interrogation.
They run the classic good cop, chill cop interrogation.
I'll handle this. Just gotta play it cool.
Luca walked calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on a few times. Mr. Tolliver shook his head, gathering his wits.
Golly, I sure got my bell
He
rung.
looked over to find Luca, who returned a calming grin.
Sorry, Mr. Tolliver. This is all a big mistake. Look at what's going on here. Why do you have me strapped down? No one's fault, really. Rollo just got a little startled. Rollo's here?
Rollo and Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave.
You guys could have stayed hidden! Well, alright. Mistakes happen. You kids gave Hiram a good scare. Let's just get me out of these ropes and call it even.
Luca glanced over to Rollo and Beck, who replied with skeptical looks.
Miss Tolliver, why are you in my grand's basement? I'm here to help, of course. Help with what? What's my grand up to? If you cut me loose, I could show you. How do I know we could trust you?
Mr. Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Luca, have I ever done anything? Have I ever done wrong by you? No. Since your grandma moved to town, haven't I been nothing but welcoming? Yeah. So why would I turn my back on your family now? It's just... all this stuff seems pretty weird. A board with names of people from town. An archive of my dad's old disturbing patient
Luca
notes.
gestured to the corner.
Barrels of explosives. I can explain everything. You just needed to untie me. You could deserve an
Luca
explanation.
looked again to Rollo and Beck. This time they shrugged. Luca began to slowly loosen the bindings.
I don't know about this. I mean, like, I think he's on Gran's side. I just don't know how much I trust Gran at this moment.
Mr. Tolliver gently rubbed his wrists.
That's a good lad. This will all make sense
He
in
edged
time.
imperceptibly toward the stairs as he spoke.
You see, this town has a secret, Luca. A very dark past indeed.
Before the kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch.
The past must be brought
He
to...
punctuated his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the stairs.
No! Light! Son of a...
Darted to the wall and turned back on the lights. It was too late. Rollo confirmed what they all heard.
He just locked us down here.
Mr. Tolliver's muffled voice came from behind the door.
I wasn't lying, you know. This is for your own good. You could just keep tight down there. Let the adults handle
They
this.
looked bewildered at each other.
Play it cool, huh? Not now, Beck.
They heard the staccato thump of quick steps exiting the house. The kids
Oh,
looked
no.
down in resignation. This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic. For some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their town. Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right. Only a hollow croak escaped. The end. Well, we certainly aren't going to find
wait,
a grand
that's the- we
resolution
could get
to a
out?
tale locked in a basement. Back to the drawing board.
So we could go back to, like, this very quick one. And we could try and do the hard cop and see how this goes. We're doing hard cop. He's not gonna know what hit him.
They'd run the classic good cop,
Hard cop.
hard cop interrogation. Rollo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times. Rollo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, well, well. Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver?
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
Ah! I said, Mr. Tolliver!
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face. Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the
The
world?
chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who? Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'll be asking the questions here, punk. Now hold on. Let's just calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. Nice analogy, I guess. As for you, looks like you're
The
sweating.
doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
We could do this my way, or... Well, let's just say, I've never needed another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
Now dance! Rollo! What? I don't
Mr.
even...
Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
You tie me down. How on earth could I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beans! What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready. Oh, so you're in cahoots with Gran? Gran.
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, eh? Blow up the festival? Good
He shook
lord.
his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you got it all wrong. Where is she now? She's headed to the source. Source? What's the source? It's
His
where
voice faded to a whisper.
the town began. Where it all began. What is Operation
With
Sparkplug?
that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold.
Oh boy.
Rollo swung around with a repentant grimace.
Damn, Rollo. I think you went a little too hard on him. What'd he say about the source? It's where the town began? We need more information. Yeah, but we better not push Mr. Tolliver any further. Is there anyone else who might know where? What about the History Museum? It just got set up for the festival. No, that tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library? If there's any information about the source thing, Kato could help us find it. Let's go get some answers. Kato! It's a dang nice library. Thanks, we worked hard on it. Are you a little too adorable to be a librarian? Oh. Kato hung out here so much, eventually they gave him a set of keys. I just keep an eye on the place for Miss Novak sometimes. They got you working here for free? It's quiet and I get access to all the books I can read. What more could a person want? Fair enough. What can I do for you all? We need a favor. I already told you and Rolo. I can't put you any higher on the waitlist for the next Hank Atomic. And if you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conduct. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? That's the thing, we sorta don't know. What do you got on history of the town? Huh? There's the county record archives. What are those? Bird's desk, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading. But they do go all the way back to when the town was founded. Great, we'll start there.
Chapter 8. 6 feet under, 3 towns over. The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance. Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam.
Yeah, what is...
dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos.
What is Gran up to?
Gran was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult.
Yeah, just like a little bit. Just, you know, very hard to form any sort of doubts.
As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop. You have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of these asinine death records. Rolo Cotter lived a full and wonderful life, but he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears.
Rolo shut his book with an assertive nod.
If you've got a better idea, spit it out. You sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal. And it won't be boring county records that kill you. I'll put you in the obituaries myself.
Rolo muttered under his breath.
Damn. You're a county record. Really? That's the best you've got? When I'm done with you, you'll be the footnote in history. Just like...
Beth slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
J. Hartford here. I'd love to see you try. Hey, hey, hey. We're all a little tired here. Let's just take a minute and...
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait, what was that name, Beck? In the obit, J. Hartford. From the Brookville Tribune. From the Brookville Tribune 8 years ago. That can't be right. What is it? J. Hartford. That's my grand's name. Juniper Hartford. Maybe there are 2 J. Hartfords? Mrs. Hartford is survived by her young daughter, E. Hartford. Her mom's name is Eleanor. Oh, this is creepy. If your grand is 6 feet under, 3 towns over, then who am I living with? I had a feeling it wasn't... I had a feeling.
The question hung in the air.
Something told me that it was not my gran. Alright, gang, I gotta close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
How late is it? Almost 10. Oh crap, Pa's gonna kill me. I gotta go. Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Okay, let's meet up early as we can at the festival tomorrow. What are you gonna do about your unconscious man in your basement? I'll think of something.
Luca's heart was pounding as he approached the house. If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement.
They're worried about me dealing with the guy in the basement that's tied up there. But what about the imposter that is not my grandmother?
Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering. He held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely. She was asleep.
Okay,
His
that's
only
good.
hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
We're just gonna... do. It's still slid over. Jeez, you're bad at this. Oh no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Well, I mean, at least he got out. Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings, and left without a trace?
Then maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned.
Oh, thank God it was just my stomach.
Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Okay, I can figure this out. Just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
I'm afraid your jam delivery will be
He
delayed.
flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncreed, hey? Okay, now I can think. So if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. I guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing is wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done. Because I feel like Mr. Tolliver is gonna tell regardless. Should I can I close this? Like, that just gives me away, man. Gran? Oh, stick to the plan. Go to bed and play it cool.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step, his legs weakened.
Oh no.
His stride began to falter.
Oh no.
He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong.
Oh no. Come on, legs. Just a few more steps.
Luca groaned and tried to move. His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground.
Oh no.
Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
Well, that's accomplished. Good job. Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? Rest now and let me handle everything.
Chapter 9.
Alright. What is Gran doing with these jams? And why are we distributing drug jam around town? What is going on? Oh my god. Alright, guys. I'm gonna leave this part here. We'll start chapter 9 next time. I don't even know where the story is going. Like, I have like an idea, and then it's just like it's gone because like something else happens, and like different storylines and things. But like everything still kind of connects in the end. So it's just crazy. But guys, thank you guys so much for watching and coming on this ride with me. And I hope you guys are enjoying this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.